Radio 96.7. The beat is the voice of DJ Scream. What up, Moran? We got a special guest up in the building. My partner, Hitmaka, is here. Now, before we get all into this interview, man, we're gonna open our Thot Boxes.
Yeah.
All right, courtesy of Hitmaka, and see what's up in these Thot Boxes, man. What inspired you to give out Thot Boxes, man?
He's a nice guy.
Oh man, I can't do nothing with. What you want me to do with this, man?
Oh yes, I could
Panties.
definitely use this. I could definitely
popping
use this.
candy.
Pop rocks.
I'm lost.
You know, that's just something like if you decide that if your girl want to be extra freaky, you know what I'm saying? She might.
Okay, say less. Say less. Some Hennessy. Definitely the Thot potion, right?
For sure.
And then we got some what's this?
T-shirt.
Some matches.
Nah.
Oh no, these are not matches. This is very important. Make sure we get this. Okay,
Stay
the
strapped.
ultimate Thot.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
strapped.
Thank you. Thank you. You care about this, man. How you been, man? What's popping with you?
Man, I feel real good, man. Just out here working, putting in that work, and staying blessed, staying in a good space.
Do you ever get tired of living on the charts because you live on the charts? That's your home.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Keeps
I
your
love
publishing
it,
right?
I love it on the charts, for real.
Congratulations.
Exactly. I appreciate you, bro.
How does it feel for you to really feel the fruits of the rebranding aspect of you?
Oh man, it feel really dope. I thought of this a while ago, but it was something that really happened organically because I've always been writing and producing my own records. Like even when I was Young Berg and doing my own music. So at the same token, it wasn't like something where I'm like, yo, I'm gonna stop doing this and I'm gonna do that. I just decided at one point, like, man, I got Blue Magic. Like I could go to the studio and make Blue Magic. They just might not want me selling it. So let me give it to somebody else.
Okay, absolutely. And let's talk about this, right? A lot of people say they make hits. Now, you make hits. You've been awarded. You have plaques. You're on charts, like we say.
Yeah.
Let's get the definition of a hit down with the Hitmaka right here. What is a hit?
To me personally, if you really think about it, just in what the climate that we in right now, it starts with the beat. The beat has to be a hit beat.
Okay.
Like, well, there's a lot of different ways, but in my personal opinion, the beat has to be a hit to me personally, and then the hook has to be a hit, and then we can just paint from there. You can fill in the blank from there because some people will catch a different pocket and it might not be directly thinking like, yo, I think it should sound like that, because you do have records to where you might not have loved the beat, but you loved what the guy was doing on top of the beat. You know what I'm saying? So it's more than one way to skin a cat, but I mean, it ain't.
So I think the big debate is if it's a hit January 2019 and it kills the clubs, but in November 2019 it no longer kills the clubs or the radio airways.
Yeah.
What kind of hit is that versus a swag surfing, a nugget
Swag,
or those type of hits?
You pray to have a swag surfing or a Nuck If You Buck because those stand the test of time, and those are just out of they're still gonna play 10 years from now. But I mean, I think that it's about what people attach themselves to and how the culture moves. Like swag surfing is something that's different because it has a dance to it, and it's something that just organically DJs like yourself, when you go somewhere and you go in a spot, you could drop that one and the crowd is gonna react to it. But me, I just want to stand power to how Puff, we was in Allure last night and Benjamin still comes on and it's
timeless hits.
Exactly.
Timeless hits.
Yeah. So what about you personally have your own timeless hits, though?
Yeah.
With, Sexy Lady, in the business.
Yeah.
So
the business still rock right now. You can play the business right now and it still rock. So I mean, I was just doing man, it's just blessed, bro. I wasn't thinking about that. Literally I made the business and I made all them records with people that I told to drop out of high school. Rob Holiday is one of my co-producers. I don't want kids to do this or whatever. Let me say that. But we were all working and I got a beat CD. I just want to inspire people. I got a beat CD when beats was still on CDs back then. And I never knew this kid. I never knew this guy. I'm like, yo, I love what you're doing. I'm doing this. Drop out of school and move to LA, and then we did all those songs together, and we're still working together now. He co-produced Rule the World, 2 Chainz featuring Ariana Grande as well with me.
You gotta believe in yourself. We don't want to tell people not to get their education, but if you got a vision and you got a dream, you gotta chase it.
Exactly. You could be in college the rest of it and feel and do all that time and might not be happy when you get out of it. So if something inspires you, you gotta do what you love because it doesn't feel like a job to me. I don't feel like I'm working right now talking to you. I don't feel like I'm working when I'm in the studio because I love doing it.
What's some of the things you like about the city of Atlanta the most? Because we see that you frequent in here, and obviously you make hits here too.
Yeah, the studios. Like I made now this is a real decision. I worked with so many big acts last year. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to come to Atlanta and get every street dude, every dope boy out that's popping. I'm going to get him a hit. And I did it with Trouble featuring the City Girls. I did it with Marlo, Soaking Wet featuring the City Girls and Offset. I did it with YBN Nahmir featuring Trey Songz. That record is top 10 at radio. Yeah. All these songs on the charts right now. So like that's what the craziest part about it is.
Yeah. How does it feel for you to get your hands on newer artists? Because I know that you close with Landstrip Chip. Who's that?
Oh man, that's my brother. Like I just texted him right now. Shout out to Landstrip Chip. Shout out to OG Parker. Shout out to T Romano, London J, Ivory Scott. I got a whole nucleus down here that I work with in Atlanta that are just like the most amazing cats. And like me and Chip were talking about this last night. Like it's just a blessing that we all around each other because Chip didn't have a deal when we first met. And I met Chip through Go Grizz. Go Grizz was just like, my dog gonna come through, he fire. And I'm an open door policy if you got great talent. So that he came through, and then to look up now and be probably like a little bit over a year later with him having this record Thumb with Lil Baby. That's crazy. Went crazy in the club last night. I feel like that's gonna be a big record for Atlanta for real. And then him having a record deal and everybody else that's around me having a record deal. I don't know. Cash Money AP, Cardiac, of course. Man, I'm them like my core, them like my main guys that I don't work with a lot of people. Go Grizz, of course. Pool Beats, been sending me some stuff that's crazy. Yeah, I work with just the guys that I'm cool with.
Have you ever heard a song that made you go, damn, I wish I had a part of that? Like,
yeah, Old Town Road.
Yeah. Everybody wants in on that. Yo, just give me a half of a half.
Shout out to my sister Jazzy. She co-wrote that record as well. So I mean, somebody close to me is a part of it. But I mean, if I own about 10% of that,
I'll take 1%. Yeah, I feel you on the 10. Though.
Yeah, I would need a 10.
Yeah. So what made you say it's time for me as an artist to step back to the forefront and put out Thot Box and work towards what we assume is going to be a project?
It kind of happened organically. I just always been talking about doing it in the studio, like, yo, I'm just going to do a full project or something like that, because a lot of people said that Young Berg would never have another hit record, and then Hitmaka has had, I'm still Young Berg on Hitmaka though, but I've had multiple hit records for other people, and then the biggest reason was I'm a label owner now. I have my own label with Atlantic Records.
Congrats.
And I wanted to break my artist off my album. Her name is Rocky. She'll be on my next single featuring Meek Mill. And this record, Thot Box, came together organically. London J and had Nonstop the Hitman. Shout out to my brother. 808 Mafia, all them guys. Yo, they had the beat. I restructured a few different things. I added different things with them, and then London J wrote the hook. I went and I got everybody on it, restructured it, made it a 3-minute song with 5 people on the record.
Do you think that in hip hop, obviously there's been a lot of debates too on people who help people write, ghostwriters and what have you. Do you think that we've evolved in hip hop to where it's more accepted now, or what's your personal thoughts on?
I mean, I think it's more accepted, but at first it was taboo. But my thing is like, music is a collaboration. Like, you know, a lot of people want to get away from it. Whether it's the guys that's in the back smoking, drinking with you, gassing you up, hyping you up to do it. You know, I done seen it so many ways. I done seen real artists that need somebody to go in the booth with them while they do it just to gas them up. And you know what I'm saying? So it's a collaboration process. And I think that once we get over that, or I don't know, because, I mean, there's a lot of people everybody's collaborating. So I think we kind of over it. But at the same token, y'all got to leave that alone, man, because you might be collaborating on a record soon, too.
Yeah. I always say it like this, humbly speaking, some of y'all need help. I'm just saying.
And it's
some people need help.
It's okay.
It is okay to get help.
It is.
If you in school and
there's 100% of a song.
Right.
Which you can split a little bit of the pie with somebody.
Kanye don't waste no time. I'll be reading the credits like, oh my goodness.
But then, like, if you think about a Scream even deeper than that, if you sample something like, say, like how I flipped Leighton Green featuring PNB Rock City Girls and Lil Baby Leave 'Em Alone, that was Sierra and 50 Cent's record.
Right.
Dark Child, Rodney Jerkins, who is a close friend of mine, he's a co-producer on a record. So everything that we do, you know, like even Kanye samples or any song, Jay-Z songs we loved or the Blueprint, all them songs are samples, so we're all borrowing from each other at the end of the day. I mean, if you're going to take it from somebody, pay the Isley Brothers, or you going to sit in the studio with somebody you can call your brother and make a song. It's one or the other.
Right.
So we can sample Young Berg any day.
Yeah, go ahead.
There it is. Dope. So, honestly, though, because, you know, you went through certain things that we don't necessarily need to speak on.
For sure.
And here you are, because so many people wrote you off.
Yeah.
How does it really feel? Do you feel the need to go back and say, ha, look at me now? How do you really feel?
Nah, I just want to keep being successful and keep moving up. See, I'm not even thinking about that no more because I'm in my executive mode. I'm about to be the biggest executive in the game. Like, all these people that we talked about, how you asking me, like, yo, who am I getting beat packs from or who am I co-writing with? Like, that's the biggest relationships that you can have because it all starts with the music. So I'm on tap with the pulse of the culture. Like, all the people that's hot and the people that's supposed to be working and making hit records, I'm working with them constantly, and I'm going to take that to the next level and make the music business and make the label not so much about connecting dots but actually employing people to actually make the music.
Absolutely. What will you say to that person, you know what I mean, that's trying to do music, whether they're a writer, a producer, an artist that may just be going through it and they might feel like quitting?
At Hitmaka, you can DM me ASAP. If you got heat, yo, I love like finding new talent. Like I get more pleasure out of that. You know what I'm saying? Seeing Landstrip Chips, seeing all these people we talked about being successful. I get more pleasure out of YBN Lucci and Trey Songz having a record more so than somebody that's supposed to have a hit record that's an A-list artist, because you get to be a part of these people's careers. Like when you look back at it, I want to be in pivotal moments in people's lives. I want it to be like, yo, when it seemed like it wasn't working out, Hitmaka came through and gave me a record, you know? That's my whole vibe.
Absolutely. And finally, before we get into your new hit single, Thot Box, man,
sir.
What's the craziest DM you got this year?
Nicki Minaj. I ain't gonna tell you what she said though.
Was it negative?
It was positive.
Good.
In regards to music.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
All right. So have you worked with Nicki?
Yeah, I did 6 songs on our Pink Print album.
Okay. Well, have you worked with Nicki recently?
No.
Okay. All right.
But I love her. Like, she was one of the first people to embrace me and put her arm around me as an A-lister and gave me a place to work and allowed me space to be creative. And I think that'll never be forgotten, and it'll always be a part of my story, and I'm gonna love her for life for that. Okay. Regardless of what's going on or what my relationship may be or what people feel, you know, if you really rock with me from the beginning, I'm gonna ride with you to the end.
You gotta salute that. You gotta salute that. Is there anybody that, of course, you're one phone call away from working with whoever you want to, but is there anybody, namely, that's kind of been on your conscience? I want to get in with this person.
Jay-Z and Beyonce, just waiting for the time.
Wow.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
see it in the future.
It's gonna happen.
See, he's slick though. He might already have it. He might be promoting it.
It's gonna happen. It's already been in the air. So once it's in the air, it's gonna come right back to me. You know, good energy.
No doubt, no doubt. Salute the Hitmaker for pulling up the Hoodrich Radio, man. Yes, introduce your new single right here, Thot Box.
Yes, sir. What up? It's your boy Hitmaker in the building. It's my new single, Thot Box, featuring A Boogie, Meek Mill, 2 Chainz, YBN Nahmir, and Tyga. And you already know what time it is. Hitmaker!
You know where you're hearing it right here on Hoodrich Radio. It's 96.7 The Beat. Let's go.